over the weekend, there was an unnamed source suggesting that the Trump administration was starting to distance itself from RFK, but Trump Jr.'s appearance on Megyn Kelly suggests otherwise.
Would RFKJ have an actual cabinet position now that the Republicans are going to control the Senate as opposed to being a non-confirmed czar type guy? Like, tell us what you can about the transition.
Yeah, listen, I was actually with RFK yesterday. We definitely do want to, honor the promise that we made, make sure that he's involved in whatever capacity sort of he wants. And I think he'd do an incredible job on the stuff as it relates to health. I spoke with both Tom Cotton and Marco yesterday. I sort of want to make sure that we're surrounding my father with people that are actually going to be helpful, not people who are, unelecteds that think they know better than what the vision is of the duly elected president of the United States. We had too much of that last time. I think that's what frankly scares the swamp so much, is that Trump now, with knowledge, doesn't just trust me that, oh yeah, I'm on your side. I mean, I've also fielded a lot of those calls from people I haven't heard from in 4 years. Hey, buddy, we're with you all along. It's like, okay, like if you haven't called me in 4 years, just lose my number now, because you probably aren't.
You must love that.
So I don't want to confirm or deny any of those things. I'll let those guys do it. Not all of that information is accurate, but we'll get there shortly. But we're going to make sure. I'm going to make sure that the people that surround my father are both loyal to him and competent. You can have loyal and incompetent. That's not a great combination. You can have competent and not loyal. That's a terrible combination. We need both. But I think this time around we actually know who those people are. We're going to bring in a lot of people from outside. Elon was there at Mar-a-Lago yesterday with my father. Talking about Doge. I mean, I think to me. Honestly, as much of a
Doge's
proponent
Department
as I've been
of Government Efficiency, he's going to start shrinking the size of government. Keep going.
I think to me, I love what RFK can do to health. I have 5 young kids. I want to make sure I'm not poisoning them, when they have a meal. I think that's incredible. I'd love to let him go wild on some of these things, or at least shed some light so the American public understands exactly why we are where we are, exactly why we're so fat, exactly why we're so unhealthy, and why it seems like so many people are trying to keep us that way rather than let us be healthy. But the Elon thing is incredible, because when you have the opportunity, Megyn, to put the Einstein of our era into a position like that, where he's willing to do it. I mean, this guy, in a few years, he's outperforming NASA, who's been doing the space thing for like 75 years. In a few years, publicly funded. This guy's catching rockets, that the greatest geniuses in our government, I use that term somewhat loosely, are incapable of. I want that guy doing that. I want the guy that's literally taken on entire industries and changed the way we look at the world, whether it's communications, whether it's transportation, whether it's the space race. I mean, that is, to me, an opportunity. That's a once in a generation, if not once in a lifetime, if not perhaps longer, opportunity to get our country on the right track.
Good stuff there.
Yeah, so it sounds like both Elon and Robert Kennedy
are going to be in.
Definitely a part of this administration, just like we anticipated.
Makes
so
a
I'm
lot of
glad he
sense.
shot that down.
I love what's happening so far.
Me too.
Just what we hoped would happen is in fact happening. Like illegal alien caravans.
I didn't know.
So things like the caravan that, I don't know, there was 10,000 people or something. Thousands of them have already broken off from that caravan and gone back home.
Is that right?
Yep.
I thought you were going to say they started walking faster.
Some of them probably are, but others realize we're not going to be welcomed with open arms now.
All right, speed walk or turn around.
Yeah. A lot of them have chosen turn around.
I love it.
And so Trump tweeted out, it's already happening. The self-deportation is already happening. And it's self-deportation before they've even arrived, which is perfect. That's great. If you want to waste your time and walk all the way here just to be turned back, I guess go ahead. But maybe it's not the smartest move.
Yeah, and think about this. Let's say you sneak in on January 19th. Congratulations to you. Tom Homan's going to find you.
And send you back home. Yeah.
Get out.
Nothing wrong with that. We can do it humanely. And that's what Donald Trump said, too, over the weekend. We can do this humanely. We're not going to be beating people with sticks and throwing them into the back of some hot truck where they don't have any air to breathe in the back. Like, they arrived here.
Right.
It doesn't have to be that way. And will it cost some money? Yeah, it will. But is it worth it? Absolutely, yes. I mean, we spend money on such stupid things, such unnecessary expenditures. Here's a necessary one that is worth investing in.